value of the output process y of t. So can you able to view the screen? Can you able to view the screen? Some of them said no. 131 roll number. Can you able to view the screen, ma'am? Because some of them, many of them said yes only. Please verify your connection. Okay. We'll move on to the problem. Or xx of tau is equal to n naught by 2. That is, input autocorrelation function is given. Okay. Then unit impulse response h of omega is also given. So we have to find output process autocorrelation function and the mean square value. That is, we have to find or y of tau. So with the help of the theorem only, we have to find. So already we studied one theorem. Yes, y of omega equal to yes xx of omega modulus h of omega the whole square. With the help of that theorem only, we have to find yes y of omega term. So from that only we have to find or y of tau with the help of inverse Fourier transform. Okay, so because of that reason only, so first we'll find sxx of omega and h of omega we have to find. Then we have to find syy of omega. Then or yy of tau. This is the process. So we did 3 problems based on this concept only. The same way only here also will proceed. Okay. So Sxx of omega equal to, we know that Fourier transform of Rxx of tau only Sxx of omega. So we know that n naught by 2 delta of t is the unit function, that is that value is 1 only. That delta of t is unit function. Please mark this Fourier transform of delta of t e power minus alpha into modulus tau. So already you studied in first year itself. That's why we use the result directly. So you have a doubt, please refer your first year notes. Then you can able to understand why we are taken that Fourier transform of delta of t, that value as 1. Fourier transform of e power minus alpha into modulus tau, that value as 2 alpha by alpha square plus omega square. So based on the previous year result only, we got this value. Okay, this is not new. Already you studied. So you have a doubt, please recall. N naught by 2 is a constant, so take it out. So remaining we have Fourier transform of delta of tau. This is unit function, that value is 1 only. So we got here N naught by 2. So then h of omega directly given. So we need to find h star of omega. That is, we have to replace omega by minus omega. That is only h star of omega. So if we are replacing like that, we got 1 divided by 1 minus I omega or c, we got it. Then we have to find this modulus h of omega the whole square. So we'll multiply h of omega with h star of omega. So we'll get 1 plus omega square or square c square, we got it. So here we are removing that 1 by RC, uh, 1 by RC the whole square and 1 by RC the whole square. So here we are removing means, here we are removing like this means, then we got like this. So we'll multiply that 1 by RC the whole square omega with the numerator as well as denominator. We are multiplying this 1 by RC the whole square with the numerator and denominator means we got here 1 by RC the whole square. Here we got 1 by RC the whole square. So here divided by R square C square, we got it. That R square C square and this R square C square will be cancelled. So we got this term only. So after that we are taken this 1 by RC as B square for simplification. Then we gave the name where B equal to 1 by RC. So for the simplification only we are doing like this. Okay. So then we got the value syy of omega equal to sxx of omega modulus h of omega the whole square value we got like this. So replace the value here. So then we have to apply inverse Fourier transform for this. Then only we can able to get RYY of tau. So I'll apply inverse Fourier transform for this. So we'll get inverse Fourier transform of syy of omega. That is n naught by 2 b square plus omega square. So why we are converting this term means we have to apply that inverse Fourier transform. We are having this type of case only, we can able to replace the value. Because of that reason only we are converting this value. So we are taken that b square by b square plus omega square. You will remove that b from this. So we'll get n naught by b by 2. So we have only b by b square plus omega square. Then you will multiply that 2 here and here. So then we have 2b by b square plus omega square. Already you have 2. So we'll remove it. So already you have here 2. If you are taken this 2 from this means we have 4. That is n naught b by 4 we got it. So here we have 2b by b square plus omega square we have. So inverse Fourier transform of 2b by b square plus omega square is e power minus b modulus tau. So we got the value or yy of tau, and here or yy only, not x. Or yy of tau is equal to n naught by 4. Already you know the value of b, that is 1 by rc. We'll replace it. So n naught by 4 rc e power minus modulus tau 1 by rc. We are replacing b by 1 by rc. We got this result. So next, the given problem we have to find mean square value, that is e of y square of t. So you know one property, e of y square of t is equal to or yy of 0. So we know the value of or yy of tau. So in this you will replace tau by 0 here. So if you are replacing tau by 0 means anything power 0, that is 1. So we got only here n naught by 4 rc. So we obtain the value of output autocorrelation function and mean square value of output. That is the given question. So if you have a doubt, please ask. Otherwise, I will move on to the next problem. So if you have a doubt, please ask. Otherwise, I will move on to the next problem. Okay, I will move on to the next problem. An LTI system has an impulse response h of t equal to e power minus dt u of t. Find the output autocorrelation function or y of tau corresponding to the input function x of t. So here Rxx of the tau, that is input autocorrelation function, is not given. Okay, but we have to find the corresponding autocorrelation function for the output. Okay, let's see. But here it is given h of t value is given, but Rxx of tau value is not given. That means we are taken Rxx of tau as it is, Rxx of tau only. Okay, so here we'll move on to the h of t. So h of t is given means we have to find h of omega from this h of t with the help of Fourier transform. So we know the definition of Fourier transform. So in that we are replacing minus infinity to infinity h of t e power minus I omega t dt. This is your Fourier transform definition. So instead of the function, here we are replacing our function h of t. So you know that u of t is a unit step function. It is possible only for 0 to, that is 0 to infinity. Positive limit only will have 1. For negative limit it is 0. So because of that reason only we got here 0 to infinity, that is u of t is 1. So that's why we didn't write that u of t, because in this limit that u of t value is 1. For the remaining limit it is 0, so you won't consider that limit. So remaining we have e power minus dt, e power minus I omega t dt. So then you'll add these two things, e power minus t commonly take out, remaining we have e power minus t into b plus I omega. So then you will integrate with respect to t. So if you are integrating means we got this answer. Then apply the limit. So if you are applying upper limit means it becomes 0. If you are applying lower limit means it the numerator become 1. Denominator you have minus b plus I omega. So for lower limit you have minus, here you have minus, so it becomes plus. So we got this answer 1 by p plus I omega. So we know this property syy of omega equal to sxx of omega into modulus h of omega the whole square. So uh, then we are finding h of minus omega we have to find. Now we got only h of omega. So h of minus omega is nothing but h star of omega. So we are replacing omega by minus omega. So we got 1 by b minus I omega, we got it. So then we'll move on to modulus h of omega the whole square. That is nothing but h of omega into h star of omega. So we have to multiply. So we got this answer. So we don't know about sxx of omega. So we don't need to replace here. So we'll keep sx of omega only. They gave only we can able to find that xx of omega. Otherwise, you will keep that sx of omega as it is. So sxx of omega 1 divided by b plus I omega. But we have to find output correlation function, no? So we'll write r y of tau is equal to inverse Fourier transform of sy of omega. That's it. So then you know that this value, this is nothing but convolution theorem. By using that, we can able to write it. Product between inverse Fourier transform of product between these two functions can be written as that time domain function star another time domain function. So this time domain function can be written as, we can able to write this value as 2b. We can able to multiply this 2b and divide this 2b. So 2b by b square plus omega square can be written as e power minus b modulus tau. So in denominator you have one more 2b because we only introduce both the 2b. So we have like that star xxx of omega. Here we have to write rxx of tau, not sxx of omega. So here we have to convert this frequency domain also time domain. So here we'll get rxx of tau, not sx of omega. They made a mistake here. Or xx of tau only. So this is our ry way of tau. So without knowing this rxx of tau also we can able to find ry way of tau. We are taken the same value as it is. So you have a doubt, please ask. So some of them asked in the second problem had a doubt in convolution part. So I asked this problem. You have a doubt in this problem? Srinidhi, can you uh, explain your doubt? Can you explain about your doubt? Because you asked only in the second problem. Now I came to the second problem. You have a doubt, please ask. The whole second problem or today's second problem? I couldn't catch your doubt, ma. That's why I'm asking. This problem. So now I'm taken no this. In this problem only you have doubt. Convolution theorem. That's why I said no. This inverse Fourier transform between these two frequency domain can be written as in terms of we need, because we need only in terms of time domain function. So we are converting this problem as time domain function. So if you are doing like this, you'll multiply this 2b and this 2b. That is, inverse Fourier transform of f of s g of s can be written as f of t star g of t. That's it. With the help of that property only, we can able to write. So now you have a doubt, please ask, ma. So you have a doubt, please ask. Shall I move on to the next problem? So here, assume a random process x of t, which is given as the input to a system with system transfer function h of omega 1, where omega lies between minus omega naught to omega naught. If the autocorrelation function of the input process is n naught by 2 delta of tau, find the autocorrelation function of output process. So here it is given Rxx of tau is equal to n naught by 2 delta of tau. So you know that Sxx of omega for this. If you are taken Sxx of omega means we know that Fourier transform of delta of tau is 1. Already explained. So we got here n naught by 2. Here h of omega is also 1. Here it is given h of omega is also 1. That means h star of omega is also 1 because we don't have omega term here. So omega, we don't have omega term means h star of omega value also the same thing only. So modulus h of omega the whole square is 1. So then we can able to find sy way of omega from this n naught by 2 only. So then Ry way of tau is Ry way of tau, we know that it is inverse Fourier transform of Sy way of omega. So here Sy way of omega is n naught by 2. So we don't have any property for finding this Fourier inverse Fourier transform. So in that case, you will apply the definition itself. This 1 by 2 pi integral minus infinity to infinity sy y of omega e power I omega tau d omega. So if you are applying inverse means here we have plus. Fourier transform means here you have minus. So in Fourier transform, we don't have this 1 by 2 pi. For inverse Fourier transform, we have 1 by 2 pi. That is the difference. Okay. So here we know the value of n naught by 2. The DAT formula, we don't have the DAT formula means then you will apply the DAT definition only. Then only we can able to get the answer. So then you will replace n naught by 2 here. E power I omega tau d omega. So then n naught by 2 is the constant, so take it out. Then you will integrate only with this. So you know that unit impulse function, it is valid for the limit is minus omega naught to plus omega naught only. It is given in the problem. So already I explained that also. This value is applicable only for this minus omega naught to plus omega naught only. So based on that only we took this limit. Okay. So then you will apply the limit. Then you know that e power I theta e power minus 2i e power I theta minus e power minus I theta can be written as 2i sine theta. So the same way we got like this 2i sine theta is here omega naught tau. So Here 4 pi I tau we got it. So then 2 will be cancelled, I will be cancelled, then remaining we got the answer, or by way of tau is this answer. So you have a doubt, please ask. So you have a doubt, please ask. Otherwise, I'll move on to the next problem. A linear system is described by the impulse response h of t equal to 1 by RC e power minus t by RC u of t. Assume an input process whose autocorrelation function is p into delta of t. Find the mean and autocorrelation of output process. So or xx of tau is given, p into delta of t. H of t is also given. So then you will assume that t 1 by RC as b. Then only we'll get the simplified answer. Because of that reason only we assume this value. So then we get h of t equal to b e power minus bt u of t, we got it. We are replacing 1 by RC by b. So next we'll move on to sxx of omega. So you know that rho delta of t only it is given. Apply Fourier transform. P is constant, remove it. Fourier transform delta of t, you know that that is 1. So we got it. H of omega we have to find uh, with the help of Fourier transform. H of t is given. You will replace it. Then you will do the integration for this. B e power minus bt e power minus omega t. So b is a constant, take it out. For this you will integrate. So we got this answer. H star of omega, we have to replace omega by minus omega. Then we have to find h star modulus h of omega the whole square. Multiply these two things, we got it. Then sy of omega also we got it. So then we have to find ry of tau with the help of inverse Fourier transform. So here we know the direct formula, so no need to go for the definition here. So we'll replace it. Then you will remove this b from this. Then multiply 2 and 2. Then we'll get this form. So you know the formula for this e power minus b modulus tau. So we know the value b as 1 by RC. So after doing the integration, then we are replacing that value as 1 by RC. And also they asked mean value for this. So you will find the mean value for the output function. First you will define the output function y of t equal to integral minus infinity to infinity h of u x of t minus u du. Then apply the expectation for this. So already it is given expectation of input is 0. So this becomes 0 means this e of y of t is also 0. That's it. So you have a doubt, please ask. So have a doubt, please ask. Otherwise, I will continue tomorrow.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, last class second problem, how to find cross correlation, ma'am.
Which one, ma?
Last class second problem, ma'am.
Last class,
Yes, ma'am.
Third problem, that means. Third problem? This problem?
No, ma'am. One problem we have to find cross correlation, ma'am. I
This
think
problem?
second problem, ma'am.
This is the first problem. This is the second problem.
This problem, ma'am.
This problem only, no?
Yes, ma'am. Last step.
Here. This only, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So here we have to apply the convolution property, ma. Otherwise, I will upload this answer. in your Google Classroom.
Okay, ma'am.
Because we don't have a board, and also she didn't write also this notes properly. So I will
Okay.
include this part. Okay, I will do it and upload it in the Google Classroom.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Mama.
Okay, ma'am.
Otherwise, you have any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Can you able to understand, Mom?
Yes, ma'am.
All are same concept only. That term only different. That's it. So all are the same concept. We have to find Ry of tau from the given Rxx of tau. The help of the theorem Syy of omega equal to Sxx of omega into modulus h of omega the whole square. By using that only we produce that Ry of tau. Okay. So you have a doubt, please ask. Then only I can able to understand. Can you able to understand or not? Then we'll move on to the next topic only. Here already I explained this problem. The next page, the last page, I already explained in class itself. This mean ergodic theorem already we proved in class itself. Okay, the same problem only they wrote. This is not a new one. Mean ergodic already we proved in class itself, ma'am. So refer the class notes means then you can able to understand this property very well. Then Wiener-Kitchen theorem, this is they asked only a statement only, not proof. So you'll study only statement, ma'am. No need to prove this theorem. Wiener-Kitchen theorem. Anyway, I will refer with some other faculty, then I will tell. If you want proof means I will explain. This is very simple only, this proof also. Okay, wow. So here for modulus tau is less than t means we are taken x of t. For greater than t it is 0. If you are taken like this x of t is WSS process, power spectral density S of omega is given. That is defined like this 1 by 2t e of modulus xt of omega the whole square. That's it. This is time domain function. So for this we are taken frequency domain function. That's it. The statement only we want. No need proof. Suppose if they asked proof means I will explain later. Tomorrow I will move on to the next topic. Noise. Okay, you have noise definition also, that is very simple. So problem surely they will ask problem only these 7 only. From noise we'll have only 2 to 3 problems only. That's why I said no need to refer extra problems and all. So whatever I gave, please study that material itself. No need to go for the extra material and all. This is enough. So if you have a doubt, please ask. Otherwise, I will put the session tomorrow. If you have a doubt, please ask. Otherwise, I will put the session.